The old folks head out to a Mennonite community in Van Buren County, Tennessee today to visit the Sunshine Mill, learn about sorghum syrup. The journey begins down on the valley floor, and the road twists and turns as it rises through switchbacks some 900 feet up onto the Cumberland Plateau. It was not at all big rig friendly. We were glad to be driving the pickup truck today. As the road comes out onto the plateau, scenery quickly changes to rolling hills, farmlands, neat shops. We found our turn easy enough down this gravel road thanks to a handmade sign. Now you do have to watch out for bicyclists, horse-drawn carriages and such as you're coming down these roads. We tried to be neighborly and not raise too much dust. We were able to find the mill easy enough, and we arrived without any problems. There are actually several kinds of sorghum that grow. This kind is a sweet sorghum, grows really tall. Other kinds are grown for silage or cattle feed. This grows just outside the mill and will eventually become syrup. The process begins over here in the press barn. Now in the old days, that meant bringing out the horse, hitching them to a harness somewhat like this, and running the press and feeding the sorghum through and getting juice out at just the trickle. Most operations, of course, have moved on and modernized equipment quite a bit. Sunrise uses this type of press that can produce much faster. The juice is gathered, filtered, and then brought over to the processing area, held in these 850-gallon stainless steel vats. They're covered in food safe and all. It's fed into this steam table where it winds its way through a maze, evaporating off the water, reducing it down to the tasty syrup. You see a man down at the end working with paddles. He actually has a very important job, as he's the one that controls the flow. He positions these paddles in different ways, or can even rake the fluid, monitors the viscosity as it goes, so it's just right. Syrup drains out. You can kind of watch as it drains, monitor it. Goes down through a cooling channel and then stored in another stainless steel vat to await the final packaging. How do they get the heat? Well, this right here. They use a good old-fashioned wood fire boiler. The wood fire is much more efficient, cost efficient than the gas burner, and wood's sustainable. Once poured out, it comes over to the packaging area where it'll be put in tiny cute little jugs, the pint jars that we saw earlier, 5-gallon buckets, and even 55-gallon drums. Eventually ends up on our tables and on our pancakes.
Where do you get so much wood? Yeah, honey. What does that mean?
That means he's playing.
Break time.